For a redesign of the title screen, it still looks ass. Also, if you notice, only 2 chapters really go together, the other ones just seem random. And that's the Minecraft pig sound effect. This bunk bed is the only bed in the entire house. Alright, even for a family of 4, this house is too fucking big. Minitoon couldn't have just made different meshes for the keys instead of just making them different colors? Now this is exciting gameplay. Alright, the physics can go fuck themselves on that one. If you fall from that hole, you will die. But the vent, that's the exact same height, doesn't kill you. What the fuck? Piggy is canonically a cannibal since the pizza has pepperoni on it. How is the paper not wet? Why keep such an old ass scar? So, why doesn't this bathroom have a toilet? This panel connects to the lasers in the next room. Why the fuck are there lasers in this room? What the player just said made 0 sense. I know this is a zombie apocalypse, but calling them monsters is a little bit too harsh. Also, how is it at the station when it spawns next to the door? Why is there acid in the sewer system? Wait, the sewer system connects to the showers? The fuck? People wonder why doesn't the player just use the car that they arrived with, but like, you can visibly see in this part that they're a bad driver. By the way, these cells don't even have toilets, and as far as I know, there are no toilets in this map. Did they just not care about personal hygiene? Once again, the random death lasers. How did that boombox just give that canister? How is the engine already running if there is no gas? Funny enough, neither of those scenarios are luck dependent. How can you lose your detective skills in a span of a few hours? Don't tell me he didn't check the gas canister before putting it inside the car. First off, that's just free infected, you're not surrounded. And second off, how the fuck are you out of gas while the engine is fucking running? How come we didn't spawn in front of the door or any entrance at all? Also, how does only one piggy spawn where there were 3? I'm sorry, but it's just hilarious that Doggy uses fossils to stun the piggy. Saying that, why doesn't Doggy just stun the things by himself? I'm sorry, but what dark magic was used here? And no way that blew up that small box. Lore-wise, this chapter is completely pointless. and should not be in the game. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. Alright, I think this is the worst chapter in Piggy Book 1, simply because how much shit to do and how little time they give you. That is not a sheep. And that is not a cave. This was the first actual cutscene in the whole game after finishing a chapter. And it's terrible. There is no way we are trusting somebody we just met. And through a walkie-talkie. Why does the gym have death lasers? This school is surprisingly tiny compared to normal schools. I hope the book isn't commercially available because it would suck if somebody got into the security with the same book. Alright, I believe in a fictional universe where all the furries are getting infected by a zombie virus, but I don't believe in a universe where some gears can drain water in an instant. Wait, so this world has furries, people, and living vegetables? I know this gets explained in book 2, but like, what the fuck? Why didn't you answer my fucking question? You know what? I take the forest back. This is the worst chapter. This fucking layout, dude. I never learned it. Fuck this chapter. And once again, inconsistency with entering the chapter. Why does Barry have a medieval weapon? Yeah, I think it was kinda deserved that they left without us. Let me guess, she turns infected. Okay, so this is the entrance to the metro, which at least doesn't make it inconsistent, but still, I would rather see two stations than just a weird ass entrance. Call me a Karen, but I don't think that the infection can bring back the dead. Called it. I don't know what's worse. This guy being so fucking gullible, or the fact that this is the smallest carnival in probably history, and Mr. P became a billionaire from this. Fun fact, that hamster is supposed to be a horse. Also, these two are shipped just because they are together in this chapter. That's the whole thing. An attempt was made. Also, I just realized all Piggy maps are either enclosed in a giant pit surrounded by hedges, Or just surrounded by cement with windows. First time a Piggy map has two bots. God, only if they kept the same consistency in Chapter 3. This apartment is illegally small. It doesn't even have a fucking bathroom. That makes sense. Instead of having this romantic talk, close the gate. You know what? I think the gate being left open was the better idea. Somebody should explain how these characters get themselves trapped from the inside. By the way, this robot gets shipped with a mouse he almost killed and crippled. I love this fucking community. Don't tell me you haven't seen the 20 billion missing posters of yourself. Says the right one. Yeah, I don't think they're that skilled. Also, you know that the helicopter signal could have been from like a military aircraft, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Mr. P isn't the only one in this entire universe who owns a fucking helicopter. That's a tiny ass outpost. All the important military people have dwarfism. Canon. If that infected knew he had a long range weapon, which he does, he would have used it and we would have been dead. Either the tank doesn't need much fuel, the fuel is strong as shit, or the gas does whatever the fuck it wants. No fucking way, a tank bullet did that little damage. Also, why didn't we just use the bullet to blast open the door? You know what, you should stop complaining and just let George beat you up. Okay, that's the worst loading animation fucking ever. Despite being supposedly a plant, it does not look anything like a power plant. Looks like a futuristic lab of sorts. Who the fuck wants to work here? Even after being explained, it still makes no sense how blowing up the plant brings the player to their fucking memories. Oh, please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up and let him beat the living shit out of that potato. Make him fucking mashed. That was the bad ending? The fuck was that? Yeah, George should have beaten the living shit out of you, man. Oh man, I was rooting for the infected and not you two losers. You really thought, Minitoon, you really thought I would have good memories with this garbage. Very funny, man. Very funny. Yeah, George should have beaten the living shit out of you.